concert venues. It seems that it can happen and has been happening where the tourists go. So how do you know to be aware? Can you be aware? Or do you just put the fears aside and live your life?
Well, it has to be a personal decision for each traveler, right? Because there are real risks in the world. I think statistically and by any sort of rational measure, those risks are enormously small.
Okay.
But if you feel fear, you feel discomfort, it's reasonable to respond to that and live your life in relationship to your sense of security, safety, comfort.
And I know a lot of folks, the government, put out warnings and different alerts for different areas in the world. Should that be something you check before you maybe do any type of booking online?
Sure, right. The U.S. government does this, as well as the British government and many governments. You can go online very quickly and read the travel warnings or travel advisories as they come out. And, you know, they're precisely to help travelers make decisions. And, you know, it's a reasonable thing to look at. We
were talking during the break, though, and we were just talking on a personal experience. There was a travel warning when I went to Mexico.
Sure.
But it really depends on, you really have to kind of read and do your research, because the area that I was going was a very tourist area, and that's safer.
Right.
So you really have to kind of do your research and kind of know what's going on in the world.
Sure, I completely agree. Mexico is a great example because, you know, it's a relatively big country with a lot of a certain kind of violence, but it's far more significant in some areas than other areas. And in general, if we look around the world, Americans travel all over the world, and in general, international travel to most of the places people go to is extremely safe.
Sure.
And I would think in this day and age, with everything going on, security really is heightened.
Sure.
And so you'll see the armed guards, you'll see the police officers. And I spoke to someone who recently traveled to Europe and said, never felt safer because he saw all that.
Sure,
so,
sure.
Great information. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
We'll be right back.
Makings of a supergroup.